Back now at 5:44. In January, we told you about a food cart in Troutdale inspired by the owner's experience with the P53 diet. Well, now the P53 food cart has a new location in Southeast Portland.
Kohr Harlan joins us live this morning at the Heist Food Cart Pod, showing us the menu dedicated to plant-based foods. Kohr.
Hey, Ken, good morning. Good morning, Emily, from the Heist Food Cart Pod here in the Woodstock neighborhood, 47th and Southeast Woodstock. This has been open for business for about 2 weeks, and one of the carts here, one of about 14 or 15 or so that I counted outside, is P53, this food cart that is devoted and dedicated to healthy living and good, well, not only healthy living, but good tasting food. Now, Heather is the woman that puts all this together, and she's jumped right out of the gate on us here. Heather, don't go too far without telling us what you're putting in there first.
All right, we've got brown rice, our homemade bean dip, some romaine lettuce, and then I'm going to pile on all the yummy veggies.
All right, go ahead and we'll watch that. That's a Mexi bowl she's putting in there before we tell you a little bit more about that jackfruit bowl there, red peppers. Dave Brown is the guy that licenses all these food carts. And this, I've been out here with you twice now. We've talked a lot about this diet and the food that you're putting out here. And it's one thing to have healthy food. It's another thing to have healthy food that is actually tasting good. And this checks both of those boxes for me.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that people that have cancer and other ailments had a safe place to go eat while they're out at these places. And we don't allow any preservatives, toxin, dyes, or anything in the food. And we make sure it just tastes great. And the cart owners here, like Heather, they make the food taste awesome.
Now, your background, you say you worked with kids with cancer some years ago, and this kind of inspired you to kind of look a little bit more into this kind of eating, and this is where it's led you, correct?
Yeah, that's the path. That's correct. I was a counselor for kids with cancer many years ago, as I'm old now. But I wanted to help people that had cancer and other ailments and research, and I've been doing research for over 15 years on cancer nutrition. And if you eat right, the body knows how to heal itself. We just need to get out of the way and put the right stuff in. And that's what we do here at P53 is put the right stuff in.
I like that. That's good attitude on the right stuff going in. All right, there's the Mexi bowl. Heather's finished up there this morning. Which one should we be eating on this morning? I like to eat in the morning. You've noticed that maybe. It's nice to eat something that's not gonna make me feel like I need to just drop down and take a nap. We didn't even get a fork up here, did we? Oh, you got a fork. Let's do a fork. I'll tell you the Heist Food Cart Pod. Now, I don't eat alone. Don't make me eat alone. Heist Food Cart Pod has been open here for about 2 weeks or so. They had a grand opening week before last. And if you're coming out here to P53, Ken and Emily, you're going to want to try this. This jackfruit. Now, that looks like barbecue, right?
Yep.
Is jackfruit and that barbecue sauce outstanding. Outstanding. You could eat this way all the time. If you wouldn't even know this is good for you. If you're eating it all the time here. We will get to it again. Tell you a little bit more about the Food Cart Pod. Emily and Ken, thankfully this morning, we are eating, oh, there goes a little mess there. Sorry about that. But we are eating food here that's actually good tasting and good for you.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, it really does. Kohr. And, you know, Kohr never gets to eat on this show, so it's good that he finally got a healthy breakfast in.
He's getting his veggies in. It's a good way to start the week, you know, starting things off on a healthy note.